Right, so I saw the video Asao Bisalt made. I actually watched that video of how she went to the neighbor who she said was abuse her child, molest her daughter, 11 years old girl. So I while watching that video, you know, it didn't look like something that was fake. From the conversation between herself and the guy, it looked so real for me. It looked so real, only to see the next day where she was saying it was a content, and that worried me so much when I saw she said it was a content. And I was wondering, why would any mother, knowing how delicate molestation is in every country, how would you think of using such as a content? And if you decide to use such as a content, it has to really show that it's a content. Before you start, you will say that this is just a content, or when you are done with what you are doing, you will say it's just a content, we just want to pass. There should be a message you are trying to pass across to people so that people can learn. Maybe if their daughters go out and maybe any guy is trying to call them, they can defend themselves, there should be something you are passing. But doing such video and coming out to say it was a content, it can't go down with a lot of people. That is actually not okay, because the girl involved is just a small girl. It's not everything we should use as play. You know why you should not use everything as play? Yes, we'll do content. When you are doing your content, people know, though, this is particular thing is a content. Some people, you do your content based on what you see on the media. Some people do content to teach one or two things, but it is content. But when you use child molest as content, and coming from a mother who should either be passing across message, and then you're coming back after with what we saw, you use such a thing as a content, then something is wrong somewhere. It means that you people are not taking things serious, because when you do that, when something now actually happens, people will not take it serious. It's not everything you use as content. There are people that, a lot of children are being molested everywhere. A lot of children. Now we are even trying to ensure that they are able to come out and speak up. With this kind of content, it now makes it difficult for people to even know when a child is saying the truth. That's what this kind of content is going to cause. People will now begin to think that anybody can come out now and begin to say somebody mole her, and people will not believe it again, because they will say maybe she's doing content, maybe he's doing content. And that's why this kind of thing should not be used as content. Even if you want to do content, there's a way you do it and pass across your message, not in this format. This content of a thing that a lot of people are doing, because of the money that some people want to get, you are no longer thinking before you do something. Before you do any content, especially content that are very delicate, you must think how to do that content, that you'll be able to pass the right message across to people. And this period where she did this kind of content is a period whereby that there is problem in the country between that South Africans and Nigerians. And you are doing this kind of content that you are popular, that will go viral. What message are you now sending to the South Africans? What do you want them to do? What if you say it's content, that this is just a content? That means how many people will know it's content? How many people is going to know it's content? We need to be careful. We really need to be careful. Before you do anything, think through it. Before you post anything, check it and be sure that this thing you want to post will not cause any harm or any damage, you know, so that when people come out to share their story, people will see it and say yes, it actually happened, not thinking that, oh, are you sure this person is not creating content? It's not good as a mother, because from what I saw, she coming out to say no, it was a content, it also did not really look as if she was, you know, it looked as if she was, something is happening that nobody knows, as if she was afraid, as if something is not right, you know. Please, before you do any content, think through it and don't pass the wrong message to people. Don't do any content that will make people begin to think otherwise, or that will make people not to believe when something real now happens. We need to be very careful. In as much as we want money or you want engagement, you have to be careful of what you post. It's very important. Please share this video.